And I mean, it's also, it feels like such a logical thing. Like, no one wants to produce a lot of waste. It's just, you know, if we don't know that it's possible not to produce any waste. Yeah. So once I found that out, it was a no-brainer. My name is Florine. I live in Aarhus. I'm 24 years old. I live a zero waste lifestyle, and I've been living a zero waste lifestyle for 2 years now. And I also write a blog called thewastedblog.com. Living a zero waste lifestyle to me means not producing any trash that goes to landfill. I compost and I recycle. For me, when I watch a documentary, usually I feel like, oh, this is so bad, I really want to do something about that. And I never knew what to do about it. And when I first found out about the zero waste lifestyle, I was like, okay, this is a solution to the problems that a lot of those documentaries talk about. And yeah, it seems like a positive solution with a positive outlet. Personally, it means letting go of the things that I don't need and focusing more on experiences rather than things. I think there are many things that are desirable about this lifestyle. First of all, I think the health aspect. I eat way healthier. I don't necessarily eat processed foods anymore, or foods that contain a lot of sugar or white flour, so that is definitely a positive impact. If someone wants to lose weight, that's definitely a plus. Another positive thing that comes from living a zero waste lifestyle is definitely that I save money. I spend less on clothing, for instance, because I buy most of my things secondhand, so that's definitely a great thing. I now clean with all natural cleaning products. I basically only use white vinegar and hot water and baking soda, and I also make my own laundry detergent using organic soap and baking soda and washing soda, which you can also find the recipe to on my blog. I think it really is up to the individual to look at what they're throwing away frequently. For instance, for me that was a toothbrush or cleaning supplies that I was buying regularly, and I just tried to find alternatives for that. I use a bamboo toothbrush now, and I have wooden scrubs for my sink, for instance. Another thing is just to be open to alternatives. For instance, I never even heard about a shampoo bar before, but once I used it, it did wonders for my hair. And using a stainless steel razor as opposed to a plastic razor that you replace every, what, 2 months, those were the next steps for me. So it depends on what degree you want to pursue the lifestyle, I guess. But for me, it was the goal to cut out plastic as much as possible. So my everyday routine actually didn't change that much. In the beginning, I didn't even tell people that I was living a zero waste lifestyle, and they didn't notice because nothing really changed for them. The only thing that I now do differently is I buy all of my clothes secondhand. I shop my groceries at the farmer's market as opposed to a store where everything is packaged. I get all of my dry goods at a package-free store. We have one, luckily, in Aarhus. And about once a month, I make my own body oil, I make my own toothpaste and mascara. It becomes such a part of you that you don't even think about it anymore. It just becomes the norm. Through that, getting a newfound respect for nature and actually appreciating nature more for what it can do, I think has been the biggest asset that I took away from the zero waste lifestyle. The thing that resonated with me when I started living a zero-waste lifestyle was what Bea Johnson wrote on her blog, that producing waste starts outside of your home. So I started thinking of the things that I brought inside of my home and the things that I could avoid bringing inside of my home. And the second thing would be to not judge yourself too hard if you do produce trash or if you don't have a choice, because we are all just trying to do our best, and sometimes that's enough. I do think it's important to reduce our waste because global warming is a thing, and I mean, unless you want to deny scientific evidence, that's definitely something that we're gonna have to deal with eventually, and I'd rather deal with it now when we can still do something about it, as opposed to dealing with the crisis that we're unavoidably gonna have. I think we had it right for such a long time, and then something happened where we gave the responsibility of keeping our planet healthy to big corporations as opposed to us taking the responsibility for it. And I think the zero waste movement for me is about taking that responsibility back and doing what's possible to make my own choices. So it's just about getting back to getting it right.